Welcome everybody to the Pissed Rhino Show. Today we're going to talk about Mojave Groms. I've got these guys pretty much finished, and I want to show you what I've done and show you how pretty they are, because the wife and I will be taking these out to bash and race. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure. Whatever day. She gets off early one day and we're gonna do that. So first let's start with hers. So the red one is her ride, and obviously it's an Arma Mojave Grom. You would think all Groms are the same, but they're not. They are all different. So what we did here, her wheels. I'm sure a lot of guys have seen these wheels on the internet, but we had to modify them to get them to fit. So I had to give them less of an offset, because their offset was had a big lip and stuck all the way out. So what I did was I took a heat gun, I set it up here on my station. I would put the inside of the wheel over the heat gun and bring it down, set it down, and I had a flat tool and push straight down to get all the legs to go forward. Not a scientific way of doing things, but it did turn out. All her wheels pretty much go straight. And they all fit now, whereas they didn't before, so no rubbing. So that was a big endeavor yesterday, was getting that done. I had to do that on mine as well, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. So that's it. Other than on the outside, you can see the wheelie bar down here, and then you can see the pictures that she chose, or the stickers that she chose. But underneath, you can see a lot of goodies. So first, we're using a stock chassis, stock body. These are not full metal builds by any chance, but we used as much metal as we could find because that's what we like to do. So we've got lower A-arms in the front, lower A-arms in the back. We also have upper A-arms in the front, which you'll see in a minute. And then the links are metal. And you can see the steering housings are metal. When I say metal, I mean 70-75 aluminum. Got the skid plates here from Hot Racing. Very good so far setup. This one rubbing on something? No. Alright, so that's the bottom. Let's check out the inside. On the inside, she's got the Arma RTR shocks. These are full aluminum except for the lower ball mount, which is plastic. You can better see the steering linkage and the upper A-arms, and then you can see the hubs mounted in there perfectly. So all of these parts are GPM except for the hubs, which those are Vitavon. So you have Arma shocks, GPM suspension, and Vitavon hubs. Actually, the the knuckles. Damn it. The hubs are actually hot racing, which are no, they're GPM too. Yeah. So we've got aftermarket drive shafts here, axles, I should say, and all of them are GPM axles, where you can't lose the pin. They're set up as one piece. And then you can't see it, but those axles go straight into an all-metal spool by Hot Racing, with Hot Racing axle cups. Those drive cups, I saw in a video somewhere where the guy couldn't get them to fit, so he didn't install them. They fit perfectly with the Hot Racing hubs, work perfectly with the Hot Racing spool. So we know that works. So if you're going to go to a spool, you can use the Hot Racing cups. And that's front and back. I got spools in the back with Hot Racing cups as well. So so you got the steering is by Power Hobby, and there's so much slop in it. I mean, these aren't full bred race cars, so, but I mean, you've got at least 1.5 mm, 2 millimeters of slop. So, these are Power Hobby. In mine, I'm going to put GPM. And if that's crappy, I'm going to put some Vitavons in there. And then if that don't work, I'm going to have to start making bushings and stuff. So, I don't want to do that. But if I need to, I will. So that's the worst part about this build, is that steering. Anyway. Then we get the little link to the servo with the servo arm. Servo's in there doing its job. It's an NSDRC RS100M for mini or micro. I don't know which one it stands for, but we got the quick run. And this is not the newest one. This is not the G2. I thought it was, but it's not. And I'm fine with that because it has more benefits. The quick run 10 BL60, and it's censored. So this is a censored ESC. We've got a Spectrum SR315 receiver. Then we have a rocket fan. I think it's 25 millimeters, I think. Maybe 30. I think it's 25. Because my 30 one, I couldn't use the casing. So I think this is 25. And it's a rocket fan. Sorry. Sorry. The rocket fan runs on, it's a 32,000 RPM. So it does the job. Then we got the XE Run, and it's a, I can't remember. I don't have the info here either. But it's a 4,000 kilovolt motor. So it'll be fast, but hopefully not too fast. Also, this one has a 14 tooth pinion in it so that my wife can get used to it. This will be her first RC ever. So she's got to get used to it and before she goes way out. So it's also got a GPM motor mount, which was red, but I had to modify it to get it to fit in the right location. So pretty much has perfect mesh. You got the caps that come with the quick run. What else did I do? I think that's it. Other than the hot racing wheelie bar. These are on bearings. Very nice. We'll see how they work. I mean, it's right. It's a good angle. We got it all set up with XT60. The batteries that we'll be running in this will be all XT60s. So we're set up there. We got Tovo tires. It doesn't say Toyo, it says Tovo, but it looks like Toyo tires and Proxies. It's actually RR Roxys. So it's Tovo Roxys. Pretty funny. Shocks work really well. So I'm jealous of these shocks. That's about the only thing I'm jealous of. Now we're going to review mine. Put that one off to the side. Now you have mine. I decided to go with the full sticker modification. But all these stickers are from our fans, not meaning fans of Pistrano, but working together. We work together as a family. Except for Castle. I don't have anybody at Castle that I talk to. That's probably why I don't use much Castle. But, I mean, Hitec, we know that these guys make awesome chargers. And we've got one here, and that's all we use now is the Hitec charger. We got Beast Mode RC, who makes all the carbon fiber chassis we use here on the channel. Or plates. I mean, he really hooked up the SCX6. Beautiful work. I mean, he does a great job, and he's very precise. Like I try to be, so that's awesome. He's awesome. A-Main Hobbies. Man, I've spent so much money at A-Main Hobbies. They pretty much is, you know, they have an account where you get points and then you can get cash. I mean, I've got hundreds of dollars in that because I just buy so much shit. So, shout out to them for taking all my money. Vitavon, you know, that's one of our sponsors. Great to work with them. ProTech, I like using their products. They've got some good stuff. Power Hobby, I got that on there for the steering link, and I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't want to have my logo on a truck that had this steering link in it, so that'll come off. Hyperflow fans. I mean, they hooked up the SCX6 build with some amazing fans. There's really not room in these for fans, but I can guarantee that the Infraction will have some badass fans. Keep that in mind. I know Maz Designs. I'm not using any of them currently, but they made the beadlock wheels, outer beadlocks for the custom wheels that I use. And actually, the wheels weren't custom. The Maz Design part made them custom. So I like the sticker, the little flag. So it's on there. I got the Pistrino sticker on here. Just one on each side. And then, man, I'm sorry guys, my throat's just. Then we have the GPM racing stickers. Now I've bought GPM parts for a long time and have never received a sticker until building this truck. So I had to put the GPM sticker on there. MIP, you know, that's the only tools I use. Great tools. We got the H&R, Hot Racing. Nothing but glory there. Go up to the front. We've got the Just Bash It RC. Gotta love them. EVS Hobbies USA.com. You can buy all their parts. And then more NSDRC stickers here, and these are for the servo. Pretty sweet. Alright, so that's my sticker review. I know, a lot of guys hate it. I don't give a shit. I like stickers on my competitive cars, or somewhat competitive. Here's the new wheels. Got some black wavy spoke, kind of weird wheels. And these had to be modified. Not as much as the white ones, but still. And then on to the bottom, we've got a similar look here, don't we? Yes. Hot Racing skid plates, Hot Racing wheelie bar, GPM rear lower A-arms, GPM lower and upper front A-arms. Steering is the same, knuckles are the same. So we'll go through the differences. I can drink of water here, guys. All right. First thing, I gotta adjust my rear shocks. They're way too low. But let's turn this guy around. Between my wife's truck and this truck, the only difference in the front are I'm using Hot Racing shocks. These are all metal, which is why I got them, but I kind of prefer the Arma shocks. But I wasn't going to put no red shocks on this, so I got Hot Racing that all need to be adjusted. We got this little NSDRC sticker here on the tunnel. We've got NSDRC RS100M servo. We've also got our 30 millimeter Rocket fan. Not sure what brand. I think yeah, it's Rocket. So I got 30mm Rocket there. Not sure why the zip tie moved. Sorry guys. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later. Alright, so electronics. We got the NSDRC Servo. Then we got the Castle Creations Mamba Micro X2. It's a little bigger than the Hobbywing, but I got it to somewhat fit. I mean, if you look, the steering arm is just so close to it, but it don't hit, so we're good. Then we've got the RS515 Spectrum receiver in here. Or is it SR? Yeah, it's SR515. So I have 5 channels. And right now I'm only using 3, which is ESC, servo, and fan. Now you can see I got the cover off this X2. I've been ordering fans to get it to fit for a while now. And I just ordered a fan a couple days ago that's going to fit perfectly, look good, and then we'll get that fan on here. Because I want 2 fans. Just like the Hobbywing, I need a fan on my ESC. These are going to get hot. Then I got the Castle Creations 1007, not the 1008, not the 1010. This is the 1007. And it's censored as well. So I have censored brushless systems in both of them. Oh, what's next? So everything else is the same as the red one, except for my tires. I have slicks, she has treads. These slicks are kind of interesting. Can't wait to see how they work. On the rear, you can see I got the mud flaps. I thought it was funny, so I had to get them. Oh, yeah, the other thing that's different, I forgot. I just got the diff covers. So there's solid aluminum diff covers in blue. I hope you can see it good enough. So both front and rear have the diff covers. Goes all the way down to the bottom. So I got 2 extra pieces of blue than she has red. So still waiting to see somebody come out with the upper A-arms in the rear. They're just not available. I've looked everywhere. And if you guys have seen it, any of you guys have seen the rear upper links in aluminum somewhere, let me know. I don't care who it is, I'll buy them, try them. The other thing I did different in this truck is I changed all the hardware to stainless. I had a guy mention it on one of my posts, and then the day before yesterday I was really bored, so I changed over all the hardware to stainless, every screw, except for the body mount screws and the little screws on this mud flap. I didn't change them. I didn't feel like messing with the nuts. And if I ever have a problem where one of them comes off, I'll replace it with stainless. Same goes with these 2 things. If I ever get a hair at my ass, I'll change those out. But all the shock mounts, diff mounts, bumper mounts, every screw is stainless. I do have a shout out to COWRC on this build. I've done so much with them, I figured I might as well put a COWRC.com sticker on it. And they are the RC maintenance kings, and they really are. I've learned a lot from them, and I've still got more to learn. When I start a cleaning project, I'm supposed to get more training so I can tell all you guys exactly how everything works, which I'm excited about. But yeah, there's the Groms. I do need to fix these shocks. So what do you think, guys? You think they're, now these are modified. These aren't ground up builds. I had that conversation with somebody the other day, Mike Marshall, RC for us. He says that no matter what parts you use, even if you use the exact parts of a current model, that would still be considered a ground up build. And I do not agree. I think that it has to be all parts that weren't originally thought of for the build. So ground up build is you have nothing and you make something out of nothing, like I did for the Axial SCX6, like I did for the show Creighton. Now the Bash Creighton, I had a chassis. I bought a rolling chassis, but with no wheels, no electronics, no shocks. So I had to build it, but it was not a ground up build. It was just modifying a current product. So, but the show Creighton, ground up, every piece was picked out by me and modified by me. And so the infraction we got sitting here, it's going to be a modification, even though it might end up being all, I might be able to keep it, the stock one, working, and then build one from the ground up. So we'll see how I get on that. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this little video. The next video on the Groms will be a use video where they're out running around doing Grom shit. So look forward to that. And I'll see you next time on the Pistrano Show.